Welcome everyone to the third year of my 9/11 reviews. Yep, I've been reviewing 9/11 stuff for 3 years, so as always I have a new movie I'm going to be reviewing right here right now. It's called 846, and a couple of documentaries that I want to talk about that I haven't got to yet. So as of now, 846 is a 2011 movie, of course a simulation of the 9/11 attacks that takes place the day before and of course the day of 9/11, where the, of course, character of the movie, the time itself, is when, of course, the World Trade Center got struck by American Airlines Flight 11. So yeah, basically the plot of this movie revolves around several people that you see, the characters that you see in this movie, and how they play a factor in the 9/11 attacks, and certain aspects that kind of lead them into those attacks. But there's not really anything that stands out between any other families besides a father telling his daughter the night before that she's not ugly because a boy called her ugly in school, and him and his wife were trying to tell her if anybody's messing around with you, they'll probably like you and stuff like that. And the other mom is telling her son that who has an interview at said World Trade Center because his dad wants him to be an intern and actually do something with his life, even though he doesn't really want to. That's about it for that. Now, some of the acting is kind of bad. Okay, not in a good way. It's just bad. Okay. This is really a very low budget movie, which you can tell because some of the effects are kind of terrible. But when they do get stuff right, they get stuff right. Now I will call out one negative that I did see that you probably will too if you actually see this little simulation movie, if you will. That's what I'm calling it. I'm calling it a simulation because it's basically a simulation of the World Trade Center. I could call it a short film because it is only 55 minutes long, so maybe a short film would be best, but yeah. But anyway, there comes a scene where they actually pan up at the skyline of New York City. Rookie move right there. Why, you might ask? Well, only because the new World Trade Center is still under construction in the background. Yeah, the skyline that should have the original 2 towers is not there at all, but you have the new one there. Huh? You couldn't, I don't know, edit that part out or cheaply erase the new tower and probably fix it in with a silly but at least cheap CGI version of the 2 original towers? That was the only thing that I kind of got annoyed with, because it kind of took you out of the movie for a second for that. And you will get points deducted off for that, because that was kind of stupid. Y'all probably didn't notice that, but I sure as fuck did. It's kind of a blink and you miss it type thing. So if you're not really paying attention to it, you won't notice. So I'll leave it to your eyes to figure out where it's at, because I won't tell you. You have to see it for yourself. But when the plane actually hits the building, I give them credit for that. Why? Because the camera shakes like somebody's having a fucking earthquake, okay? Unlike in the 2006 movie by Oliver Stone, when the plane actually hits, it just tremors, okay? We're not watching Jurassic Park, okay? So when a fucking airplane coming towards a building at damn near 500 miles an hour, it's not going to be like a T-Rex walking up towards you, okay? It's going to be violent. So the camera actually was violent. So that was cool. That was good. I appreciate that effect. Okay, so yeah, I appreciate that a fucking 2 to 6 ton or 200 ton aircraft will make that effect of a violent shake. I would have to agree with that. Anybody who survived the World Trade Center probably would agree with me on that one, because that could not have felt it like it did in 2000 in World Trade Center. So y'all guys got that right. Thank you. But the other acting is okay. There is people that are bad, and there are some that are good. And the good sometimes outweighs the bad, so that's a good thing. There's a lot of good things in here that kind of outweigh the bad, but the bad will still weigh down the rest of this movie because that's just how our review will go. So yeah. All in all, though, 846 is not a terrible movie about 9/11. It's kind of a cash-in. I will admit that. It is kind of a cash-in. But I wouldn't be standing here 3 years later talking about World Trade Center stuff or 9/11 stuff if they don't do stuff like this, right? So yes, let me know what you guys think about 846 down below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Hate it? If you want to know how to watch 846, just it's on Hulu. Just watch it on your Hulu. It's free if you don't have Hulu, so you don't have to worry about paying for it if you don't have Hulu. So yeah, I'm always prepared. I have an account with Hulu. I haven't paid for it in a while, but I still have an account. So yeah, so that was one reason. One way of finding it. You might find it somewhere else, but Hulu is the safest bet of watching the entire 55-minute short film. So yes, I shall see you guys in some of the documentaries of 9/11. I don't know which one I'm going to start with first, but you'll see it when I upload it. So, have a good one, and I'll see you guys in more 9/11 stuff.